Okay, what did my thyroid labs look like when I felt awful versus when I feel amazing? And I'm here to tell you it is really small ranges. So I am not somebody that, yes, I have Hashimoto's, I also have hypothyroid, but I am also not somebody where I have seen somebody come in with a TSH of 30, 40, 50, 15, whatever. Mine has always been on the lower end. And it was more like my free T3 wasn't high. I have a conversion issue, so I have trouble converting T4, the inactive form of thyroid hormone, into the active form of thyroid hormone, which is T3. So that's why you're always wanting to pull those additional markers like I talk about all the time. Pulling just TSH alone, I would never come up, nobody would ever say, as a matter of fact, that's what happened. So my story is I wasn't feeling well. I was really fatigued. I was actually on Wellbutrin for a while. I had some things happen in my personal life that I was just not able to recover from. I am not a practitioner that says it's totally against pharmaceuticals. If you know anything about Wellbutrin, it does work on dopamine, which does give you energy. So I was on that for a couple of years. When I came off of it, my health just crashed. And I was telling my doctors, I was like, I don't feel well. They test TSH, everything's fine, you're normal. I pulled my own thyroid panel amongst other things, and Hashimoto's was sitting right there. I had the TPO thyroid antibodies that were above 35. My free T3 was low, it was in the low 2s. Free T4 was almost within normal functional limits. But it was just awful. I even went to an endocrinologist who is highly recommended here in Atlanta. And I will give her credit that she at least tries to think outside the box and kind of meets you halfway. But she looked at me in my thyroid labs and she said, there's not much more we can do. How would you feel about going back on the Wellbutrin since it gave you energy? And I was like, well, I'm just not really into that. I want to fix the problem. So then that's when I started on my own journey back in 2018. So when you look at my labs, my TSH is really suppressed, obviously because I'm on medication for thyroid. And I always do better with something that's a TSH below 1. So that's going to be lab low. It's going to always come up, but that's because I'm on medication. My free T3, if I am at 2.8, 2.5 versus being above 3 for a free T3, it's all the difference in the world. Free T4 can be kind of stagnant. It can be within normal limits, but if I am actually not converting, which I do have a conversion issue, converting, like I said, T4 to T3, then it becomes a problem and I just don't feel as well. Those numbers can be really, really minute. I could go from, my TSH could go just above 1 and it can turn off me feeling well. So sometimes it's not always these huge swings that make you feel so much better when your labs look that different. It can be these small changes. So just something to keep in mind.